Yeah, absolutely.
It's very interesting because MudJoe kind of specializes in deathless, and so this is kind of a deathless style race situation.
Yeah, that's
where,
very true.
But of course, he also has some very fast times. He's a very good speedrunner too.
Oh yeah. I would totally agree with you. These guys are both very well matched and very, very strong racers, the both of them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Staekk, of course, is a longtime veteran of CoNDOR, racing in, I think, the very first week. MudJoe came in a little bit later, but he's still been in it for a very long time. Of course, he's the fish molly guy, if anyone remembers. I don't know what Staekk's... Does Staekk have an emote? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so MudJoe very quickly finding a longsword, and that's going to allow him to move very safely. But, I mean, at this level... people can handle the dagger, no problem. I know when I first started with this game, I was so excited to get anything with range, because it's just a lot safer, you're less likely to get hit. But, yeah, at this level, these guys, they can certainly run just a base dagger all the way through Zone 1, no problem. Which is maybe what we'll see Staekk do.
Well, Staekk, he bombed. He had Darkness Shrine available, but he bombed for a Shrine of Sacrifice. Not for Sacrifice, Risk. But the risk, he gave him on Glass Torch. Like, it wasn't a really good situation. So he's running, he needs to get food, which he did just get some food from that shop. He killed the shopkeeper for that heavy plate mail.
The can, as it is there. And he finds himself a titanium spear there, so RNGesus is definitely smiling upon Staekk. That is a really nice Zone 1 build that he's got going, and he's not behind. So oftentimes when you work hard to make a build, you fall behind a little bit, and it's sort of, it's sort of, what's the word? You have to either pick one or the other.
Yeah.
But he's on par with MudJoe. But then again, MudJoe also has a very strong build. It's just a glass build.
Yeah, he found himself a glass shrines, and then he bombed for that teleport crown. Staekk lost his glass torch there. He took some damage. Of course, it's not a whole lot of damage.
No, not with that heavy plate or the heavy.
But he needs
bucket.
to work on, because he only has so much food, and he's going to be losing half a heart every run.
Oh, has he got the Shrine of Risk? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's where he got the glass torch from, and then he lost it.
Oh, well, that sucks.
He also just took some damage on that core riff fight. MudJoe then, I showed MudJoe how to do that bomb. I kind of worked that out in the level editor. Depending on the way the tentacles come out, you can bomb him kind of safely without killing any of the tentacles.
Core riff.
Yeah, core riff. So you bomb to aggro him when you have a straight weapon, because he dodges.
The keyboard one comes out, then you can bomb without having to deal with any of the tentacles?
Anyone but the drums. With the drums, you gotta dodge a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
But what you can do is you clear 2 spaces going forward.
Yep.
And then you drop down, so that you bait the tentacles to go down a level. Then you can move up and bomb.
Very good. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Very cool. Next level strats from Jackna Games. Much appreciated. So yeah, MudJoe bombing for a Ring of Peace. So like I said in the warm-up, Ring of Peace, we're gonna see it a lot, I imagine. It's a very, very strong racing ring, as it does remove enemies, and it also makes you have easier tier mini-bosses. So he's gonna be able to one-shot all the mini-bosses with that glass longsword, which is very, very strong.
Yeah, Ring of Peace might be the best item in the game just for racing. Like, if you can give me one item, it would probably be the Ring of Peace.
Everything. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Ring of Peace is...
Well, not for score, but yeah, for like casual
not
play.
For score.
Or
I don't even think it's score. But I should. Yeah, score is definitely... I shouldn't say that when we get Rat in the commentator booth. But yeah, score is definitely an important part of this game. But every other way that you can play it, Ring of Peace is probably the best ring. So
MudJoe's chasing down this king, but they're gonna reach Zone 3 at about the same time.
At about the same, yeah. I think Staekk's got a little bit of a lead, but not by much. They both have really good builds. I'd say Staekk's got a safer build by quite a bit, but there's a little extra damage on MudJoe's side, which is nice. It kind of means that both builds are a little bit equal. MudJoe will probably go faster if he doesn't take damage.
Yeah, when the thing is, he also has mapping and he has the Ring of Peace, whereas MudJoe,
mapping, yes.
Staekk just got hit, so he lost his Frost Charm. You really want to save that for the boss if you can, because it just means you can just get like a really quick boss.
It's an easy quick kill of your Zone 3 boss. And there's
you can also
boots of lunging if he wants.
He's definitely not going to take those. He actually doesn't even have a bomb.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Yeah, so he will not be taking the boots of lunging. Super broken right now. But anyway.
Yeah, well, for
this
one
game
run,
is,
but
of
for
course,
most
still
other
beta,
runs, yeah.
Yeah.
They're very difficult to use. If you
That's true.
If you get the right layout, maybe you can pull a fast time.
You can go very fast.
Most of the time, I just
it's
die.
Dangerous. Yeah, that's true.
Both on 3-3.
Yeah, this is really close, which is nice. Again, because we're not racing directly to a finish line here, they're both just trying to make sure they don't die and finish this run. And see if they can get the slight lead, and it's just we're gonna pay a little bit of attention to who's ahead here. Now, ooh, that was a bit of a scary situation there by Staekk. Staekk is getting whacked by everything. It's a good thing he's got that, like I said, the very safe build, so he can take a lot of damage. Pretty much everything that hits him is gonna do half a heart.
Well, if he took one more damage, he would have died going down to that boss fight.
Yeah, that's true. He is at half a heart, and they're both fighting the same boss.
Conga.
I love it. This is great. So good. Thank you, Ryan. I blame Ryan for this. Blame is the right word.
A trollier fight for Staekk because of the spear. You don't kill 2 enemies at once, so it's harder to take out those goblins. No, MudJoe!
Oh, he got it. Get it. Oh my God, MudJoe with the save.
All those hearts in the invulnerability frames from the heal.
From the heal. That was huge, and Staekk just gets ahead of him there. Now, of course, we're not done. Hold on, I need to add the scores. They each got a point there, so we are neck and neck. Looks like Will is here, so Will's gonna be able to update the brackets for us there. We're getting booped.
We're getting booped.
All these boops. Sudden boop. What? Who's booping? Who's booping?
Who's booping?
Except for Milt. Milt is Christing. Everyone else boop. Diabetic with the boot. Thank you, Dia. Dude, Dia, you're the best. The best streamer ever. Thank you so much, Diabetic. You are such an amazing support for the CoNDOR. I love it so much, and I love you so much. All right, so guys, if you can go over and definitely click on that link that says twitch.tv/diabetic. Click on that link and follow him. He is a great streamer, and you need to watch him. It doesn't matter what he plays, it's entertaining. But he tends to play The Binding of Isaac. He's been doing speedruns lately, trying to nail down a nice PB. I'm not sure if you've got one yet. And then he's also real good at Super Meat Boy speedruns, which are super impressive. So definitely check those out, guys. Diabetic is awesome. And Charles agrees too. Don't you, Charles? Quiet. Blah. Anyway, all right. So where are we at, Jack? What's going on?
Alright, so Staekk found himself a 1-1 Shrine of No Return, which is great because the Shrine of No Return gives you a glass rapier, but it makes an evil red square that trails you, and if you step on the red square, you get hit, and you take damage. And that used to mean you would lose your glass rapier, but now you can actually pick your dagger back up if you throw it, and you only get hit once by the square. So he just gets a free glass rapier, basically, for the cost of half a heart.
Yeah, and that is certainly worth it. I don't know if Ryan's planning on fixing that sort of, it's not a glitch, but it's kind of a, I can't think of the word.
It's kind of an exploit.
Exploit, that's
of the
word
game mechanics.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like if you find it in 1-1, then it's really good, but if you find it later and you don't have a weapon you can throw, or there's no weapon on the ground, you just kind of have to deal with it.
Yeah, and that is a 11 damage lunge coming out of Staekk there. That is
with the boots of pain. The boots of pain, yes. And it also kind of double hits, so sometimes you'll see him actually just kill a skeleton or armadillo, through shield. Meanwhile, MudJoe got trolled. He had a cat, and his boss gave him the
Squega suit. Yeah,
the plate mail.
So he got the plate mail, and of course that means that he did not get the weapon he wanted, and of course that tells us that he didn't want the cat because he tried to get rid of it. And so that's what he's got to deal with now, which sucks because it's so much worse than what
we have a difference
Staekk has.
Of 10 damage here.
10 damage difference, absolutely.
And actually, Staekk has himself a purple scroll where he can pop that and do 16 damage on a lunge, if he really wants to.
Why not? Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, wait, is 16 or is it?
Well, it would be 19 with the 19.
Yeah,
with the...
19 damage. Dango, that is completely unnecessary. Also, I read Will explicitly does not want to fix that exploit. So okay, so free ring or rapier of glass rapier. That's the correct way to say that. Awesome, and you can see the difference in the speed rate now.
Yeah.
These guys
Staekk
are
just
equal
kind of
matched
blew
and
through zone 3.
yeah, he's just firing through, killing everything.
Of course, if he gets touched, it might not. I mean, it might all be for naught. And
Yeah,
he
it's
can
certainly going to slow things down. But there, he just killed that white by a lunge. Instead of it teleporting behind him, he just one-shotted it with the Boots of Pain plus the rapier, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, it's Ryan who said, not you. Is that not Fubzo? No, that's not Fionn.
Okay, better weapon for MudJoe here. He picked up the titanium longsword. That means he should finish this run. He got bopped a little bit, but he's got a heal spell and he's got apples. But yeah, he's going to be probably about a minute and a half behind Staekk now, even if he gets himself a really fast zone 3.
That glass rapier run, which he just completed, Staekk just completed, was super fast and very strong. And it's just, yeah, it's all down to that stupid friggin' cat. It was the only thing that slowed him down there, and it really cost him a lot of time. Yeah, we'll find out when he finishes this run. Take a look at Staekk's timer, and you'll see exactly how much time he's behind.
Yeah, because they even finished the last run almost exactly like.
Yeah, they were right
at the same time.
neck and neck.
Okay, he took a little bit of damage, but he's got the plate mail, so that saved him.
Yeah, he's got his heal spell as well, so he's going to be probably fine. Coral Rift 3 is the worst. I'm not a big fan. So there was that dodge that you were talking about.
Yeah, there's that strat.
Yeah, that's a really nice strat. And of course, missed the bomb, so he's going to have to slow fight this.
Yeah, it slows it down a little bit, but not too much.
So he's got to hit it 3 times. He can't throw either, so he's just got to wait it out, which is a bit of a bummer. But
looks like he'll be behind about a minute 15, which is not like it's not insurmountable by any means.
Yeah, he can certainly overcome that. Yeah, I mean MudJoe is very quality. Guys, if you want to see some Staekk, you want to see some MudJoe, throw down your fish moles, throw down your top hams if you want. Give some hype for these racers. Racing is not super easy. It's easy for us to watch and critique them. But of course, it can be very stressful sometimes. I don't know if anyone else in there has raced. I mean, Jack and I both raced a lot, and we understand the stress, and it can really impact you. And they definitely, I mean, I would keep an eye on chat often. There they are.
I don't know what
Staekk got lasered there. That was kind of surprising.
Uncharacteristic.
Definitely.
It looked like he was unsure. He might have just pressed the wrong button. I don't know what he was doing. It looked like he was trying to just stab the dragon in the face and line it up, but he could never get the timing right, and he just went the wrong way. So yeah, that really opens the door for MudJoe to take the lead. Well, they're about even, so you know it all just going to depend on the builds.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually gets himself the obsidian longsword, which is really nice. Very good weapon.
Oh, and if he had a bomb, he could get a ring of regen and get all the health back, but he doesn't. But maybe he'll get something from that barrel if he can get his multiplier up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, kind of a troll there. MudJoe conjured a weapon and just got a base longsword. He had a base spear too. I would have actually kept the spear for the throw strats.
You get that throw, and then you've still got your bomb, so you can throw strat.
Yeah, Coral Rift or Deep Blues if you want to risk the Deep Blues teleport, which is kind of risky because he can teleport in front of you and just ruin your day.
Oh, you guys are right. Sorry, MudJoe finished his run. It's 2-2. My bad. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. T-Tours. All right. Both on Coral Rift for their first boss.
Speaking of Coral Rift, so if you'd have kept that spear, I think he's kind of kicking himself for not keeping that spear now.
Yeah, it would have been a much faster fight.
It's like a 10-second fight with a throw plus a bomb. Mm-hmm. This turns into something like a 30-second fight.
Does he have a bomb though? Where did it go?
He does have a bomb. Oh,
sorry, that's MudJoe. I was looking at Staekk.
Yeah.
They're fighting the same boss. I got confused. Classic me. Yeah, that took a lot longer. So, but he's still about a minute and it's a minute and a half behind now, or so.
Well, no, because Staekk died.
Oh, right.
Oh, he just left the glass flail. I think he's going full on deathless here. He left the glass flail.
Interesting. I would take that glass flail. It's definitely the safest of all the glass weapons. At least I think so.
I think so too. Although it can troll you sometimes with yetis or coals or things like that. You get caught up on something.
It doesn't have the range.
Yeah, there's a map after he handles this dragon. So that's gonna help him go fast. Oh, he's bombing on the dragon too. That's good. That saves some time. Very nice.
Yeah, and he's getting that map for MudJoe. That's really, really nice. So he's gonna be able to find his boss a little bit faster. Again, at this level, these these racers, I mean, they know the internal mapping strats. So really the only place you can kind of get trolled is Zone 3, or very occasionally in Zone 2. But generally they kind of know where they need to go. And so I don't know how much of a benefit the map is.
Well, one of the good things is it shows you can look on the minimap and see like if there's a room full of trapdoors. So you can find your traps really quickly. He also picked up some damage, but he picked up a Ring of War. So it's kind of a double-edged sword because you get more enemies, but you get that damage and knockback. So like you get a bigger swarm, but like he's just handling like it's no problem.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, just knocking him back.
He'd have been like, there's no way he does that anywhere near as fast. But yeah, he's about a full floor behind because he's got Conga here, and that's gonna take a while.
Oh, that's gonna definitely take a while. Yeah, he was handling those. Golems, like those paddle ball things. You know those? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the paddle ball that's attached to the paddle. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me anyway. Alrighty. So yeah, Conga's not too bad. It looked like he used bomb strats there, so he managed to get through it not too bad. And we'll see if he can catch up a little bit with this map.
Yeah, I think you gotta look for a weapon here. Oh, not that weapon. The Blood Whip might be the worst thing you can get out of that chest.
Yeah, Blood Whip is bad.
I guess you could get glass armor.
That's true. That's true.
But that would also not have been terrible because that at least would have been something that served some use for him, as opposed
instead of just leaving it behind.
He picks up a torch. There's a little bit of shopping is right there. A little bit of armor. I don't mind that to finish the run. Like even if Staekk finishes about a minute ahead of you again, I mean Staekk has shown that he can die.
And Staekk's got to be a little bit careful here. I mean, he's only at half a heart, and he does have that glass weapon, but this is semi-deathless. Like you don't want to die, and so I'd be using that holy water as soon as possible to get my health up.
He might be saving it for the boss. If he gets like Deep Blues 3, or I don't know exactly what his last boss is, you can.
Yeah, he hasn't played Deep Blues yet. I don't think.
So he can throw and then use the holy water to kill the king.
That's true, and that's very, very, very fast.
Yeah, so he might be holding on for that, or like death metal. If he gets death metal,
he can. It's 9 damage. So if he hits and then throws the holy water, oh no, Staekk down, and that is a costly death.
I think he was just running for the trapdoor, and he might have misjudged the angle into
the timing. I mean that happens, and that hurts. That's gonna really affect Staekk now, and this opens up the door for MudJoe, who has been very trolled by his weapons today. Is actually going to be able to take the lead here. He's technically in the lead at this point. As soon as that death happened, that was putting MudJoe out ahead.
Yeah, should be able to handle this. He has a little bit of armor. He can take a hit or two.
Oh yeah, especially now that he's on the Bathe in Fire stage, and yeah, he handles it. A 6-minute run is not fast, but it of course is a victory, and so he's taking the lead 3-2, putting Staekk. I mean, Staekk is on 1-3, so he's only 2 floors. Or he is, I guess, I don't know how many floors are there.
He's like 8 floors behind or something like that.
8 floors, yeah, 10 floors behind, depending on how you count them. But yeah, that hurt. Ouch.
And you have to start looking at the clock. He has to win one, and then also hope that MudJoe
doesn't win. Yeah. Because
he's got 12 minutes, or a little bit less than 12 minutes.
Yeah, so you can fit 2 runs into that.
Or even 3, since this one started kind of like,
that's a good point.
He's on his boss.
Yeah, he can make it happen. Absolutely.
He used his bomb on the death metal. On the Conga trapdoor for the dragon. So he doesn't have the bomb traps for Conga, but I think it is faster to use your bomb on the dragon. And just do the slow straps on Conga. Yeah, I think it's faster. And then it's also
a little safer, I think, too. Since everybody kind of knows how to do the dagger strats, you can just...
yeah, you can get a really bad teleport. Obsidian Broadsword's really good, but over on... look at MudJoe. He has 5 hearts and a Ring of Peace. So he picked up a heart container from somewhere, and then he bombed for a Ring of Peace. And so, yeah, he's got the makings of a very... good build so far already.
It's a good deathless build, but he's gonna need a nice weapon out of here. He'll definitely be going for the black chest for sure. Happy Robbie, yeah, Problems did just race, and unfortunately suffered a loss to Spooty Biscuit. It was a good match, but he had a few deaths, and it ended up costing him there.
So Staekk's on full yellow here. He's got the key, so and he's got a glass torch, so he's gonna have a little bit more aggressive swarms because you just kind of pick up all the enemies on the map.
Everything with
and
that
if he gets hit,
torch.
he's pretty much gonna die. Like he's not gonna survive a hit from just about anything. But he's doing 6 damage, and that is 6 damage is just wonderful, really fast, and he's knowing exactly
6 damage
where he
is
wants to go.
one-shotting the dragons.
So this could be like a a good zone 3, and he's got himself like a 4-minute time, or like a 4:20 or something like that.
Yeah, he could fit a.
Which he definitely needs.
He needs to catch up for sure. Although he did just find an obsidian flail. If he uses his bomb spell on that, and I probably would.
Yeah, I like the obsidian.
It's pretty much just better than the broadsword. I don't really see too much of an advantage for the broadsword. But yeah, one-shotting that Minotaur, no problems there.
Yeah, at 6 damage, you actually just kill anything left in the game except Death Metal, because there's nothing left that has more than 6 health.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Oh man, just a great build though. A nice leisurely build over on MudJoe side. He's got a titanium spear,
super
just
safe.
solid.
You can throw
it. It's nothing. It's
bombs.
boring, but it gets the job done. Yeah, he's got a map. He's got a torch.
Exactly. We are seeing a dramatic difference between these two builds right now.
Yeah, he can get himself like a 6-minute time, no problem. Like he's even gonna bomb. This might be his food shop. Oh, look at that.
Definitely
he's gonna get so much health.
Yeah.
Oh, Ham. He's gonna have 10 hearts.
Yeah, he's gonna have all the hearts. That's crazy. So he gets that gluttony charm, which allows him to then. Yep, he's got 10 hearts exactly.
Heart throb achievement get.
Crazy. Yep, you can't get any more hearts there. He is tanky. Now he doesn't have any armor. So if he starts getting whacked by Black Riders, it can drain that health pretty quick. They do what? 3 hearts?
Yeah, that's like 2.5 hits from a Black Skeleton Rider,
and they'll hit you quick.
A Great
in zone
Goblin.
3. Yeah. So he's got to be careful. Here's the boss. This is a zone 3 boss for Staekk. He's just got to finish off Coral Rift here. Sometimes it's a little sketchy.
If he gets smacked, he's gonna die. But no, he
handled it nicely done.
Like I said,
so
like a 430. This was like a 440.
Yeah, you called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the layout, you said, so that was nice. And a nice torch there, but he decides not to go with it. That's confusing. If I was MudJoe...
I don't know if he's going to be taking... I would take it because you already have the map, so you don't need that much vision. But I don't know if he wants to be taking trapdoors. I think he's just content to just kind of like play out the string, and he told me that he was just going to try and get a lead and then just milk it.
That's fair enough, yeah.
And with 12 minutes, it's a pretty good idea, but it'll be interesting because Staekk is definitely going fast. So if Staekk puts on a few more 4.5-minute times,
he might be able to...
it's going to get real interesting.
Yeah, it might be a full-on race after the 30-minute mark. What we might end up seeing there. It's very interesting, actually, to see the difference between the two different strategies here.
Well, I know you're not really a sports fan, but this does happen in sports a lot, where a team will get on a lead and they'll try to sit on it.
Yeah.
And they'll play really safe, and then the other, sometimes that invites the other team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen that. You see that in football and stuff quite a bit. But you're right, I don't watch a lot of sports. But yeah, you can see that in hockey too, since I'm Canadian, I guess I have to mention that. People play like the trap and sit back on their laurels, and then and basically it's annoying, build up a lead, and then they just kind of sit back and defend. But yeah, it's just kind of a classic thing you see and it's kind of another way in which you can sort of compare esports with sports. One of the ways, anyways. Because yeah, you do see a lot of the similar strategies because it's just something that's competitive. And MudJoe
that
with holy water kill, loved it.
Nice.
That was beautiful.
And this was a sub-6 run. I mean, he took it slow. He built himself a nice build. He had 9 hearts, 9 full hearts, armor, a map, and a ring of peace. And like he was never gonna die that run, and he still like managed to put together a nice run.
Yeah, that was really good.
Meanwhile, Staekk's blazing. He's 145 to zone 2, and he's got obsidian rapier.
That is so fast. Yeah, he's got sight now. He's got that bright torch. Also, thank you, Milt.
If he gets hit though,
I've definitely seen that in curling. Yeah, you can have that same kind of strategy in curling. It's true. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you guys with the details, but
I'll take your word for it.
It's certainly a strategy you can do.
So yes, so this is a great strategy by MudJoe. He does this on Arya a lot. So you can aggro the shopkeeper by throwing your dagger.
Staekk down though. Staekk down. That is bad news. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So that's real bad. Because now he's behind.
He's like
he needs to really move.
Yeah, he's like one full game behind.
Yeah.
So I think you have to take lunging. You have to take the lunging, don't you?
Yeah, we'll see if he does. And he does. All right, guys, we're going to see a lunging run here, so this could work out. We'll see what he does. Now, sorry, you were saying, so you throw your dagger to aggro the shopkeeper, and then you use the glass weapon to kill him? Is that what happens?
Well, no. We can't pick up the glass weapon. You go pick up your dagger, but you pick up the glass armor ahead of time. That way, if he teleports bad, you can still take the hit and then get your dagger and kill him. That's like an Arya strat, because sometimes you get the 1-2 glass shot and you only have the 1 bomb, but you really want to get the glass draw on Arya. And MudJoe is one of the more accomplished Arya speedrunners. He's 3rd on Sync on the leaderboard now.
Right. Yeah, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, so with lunging, you don't actually need another weapon.
Nope. Yeah, because it does all the damage you need. It does what? Infinite damage on a lunge? Is that right?
Infinite damage on a lunge, and anytime you move at an enemy, anytime you just move at an enemy, you kill it. The only problem you have to worry about is if an enemy, he needs to eat this.
Yeah, he does.
This chicken, because he just took damage from the.
Where did that damage? Oh, from the
Shrine of Pace.
Shrine of Pace, of course, right. So he needs to finish the run in, what is it, 65, 45?
64 beats.
64.
Or he takes half heart of damage, but if he does it, he gets an item. And so quick kill and deep blues right here, and it's over.
Nice. Ring of shielding, very nice. Yeah, that was a really quick fight. There goes his ring of shielding as he lunges into that spike trap. But yeah, he's now caught up and passed, but barely. But past MudJoe, and he's just making his way here. So if he can make this lunging work, he has a chance of keeping himself alive here. But he is very much running out of time, so he's got to string together a couple of nice runs. But it's really all he can do right now as this nasty Zone 2 swarm. This is horrible.
Oh man, yeah, this is the problem with lunging, because you only have the 1 damage if you're not picking up another weapon.
Down he goes, gets stomped on. That was unfortunate, and that really makes things rough. He's got to finish a run in 3.5 minutes, and he needs MudJoe to die. So,
well, MudJoe definitely has. He's got a riskier build for MudJoe because he took the glass jaw, so he'll take 1 hit from the glass armor. But if he gets hit again, he's just going to flat out die, unless he replaces his helmet or something like that. So it's definitely possible that MudJoe's going to die. But I don't know. MudJoe might. Yeah, he's just going to take this trap. No, he's just going to avoid the trapdoor. He knows he's ahead. There's no reason to take it.
Yeah, I would not be taking that trapdoor at this point, because it.
Although honestly, I've done enough trapdoors. I kind of prefer taking trapdoors
to finish
on Zone 3 to just finishing, because there's
Fair
so
enough.
many things. There's just so many random things that can bop you on Zone 3.
That's true.
I always just like eat some slime that I just don't see, because they're so.
Yeah, those slimes are sneaky, or the dogs will sometimes jump through the cracks. Although he does have a torch, so it's not that bad. But sometimes.
Or you just get caught on coals.
Yeah, that's the worst too. Although with the spear, it's less likely. If you have like a flail or something, you can certainly get caught on coals. And Staekk dies again, this time to a Minotaur. I think Staekk at this point is just trying to go as YOLO as possible. And
can't blame him. He really has no other choice.
Yeah,
the lunging
really
run.
doesn't.
I mean, even if he finishes at lunging run with the way things are going,
yeah,
MudJoe's on 3-3. He's gonna get his 5. MudJoe told me that 5 was kind of like what he was shooting
5
for.
wins. Yeah, that's pretty
5
good.
wins in 30.
It's
really a 6-minute
good.
average, but I mean, if you can finish all of them, your opponent's likely gonna die.
Yeah.
So if you can do it, you could get 6. 7 is probably a pipe dream, but you can get 6.
7 would be something.
6 would be something like a little bit less. Would be a 5-minute average, which is definitely doable, just still kind of insane.
Yeah.
And he can throw here because it's deep blues and he's got 8 damage.
And that's GG.
Yeah, it's gonna call it.
That's gonna call it.